Welcome aboard, listeners. Welcome back, everybody, to the live edition of Pop Culture Pros Skyliner Views. We're back.
These are super cute.
What?
I was on Shop Disney.
Mm-hmm.
They're Jungle Cruise from the main attraction series. It's the Jungle Cruise ears. I took a picture to send to you because they're really cute.
Send up right now. I have to see them.
I think I want new Crocs.
For Disney? Or just like for life in general?
Like, I need new Crocs, and I wanted to see if they had any Disney ones.
There is no better source of that than like going to Disney, if I do say so myself. Oh, those are super cute. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can show the people. Those are adorable.
I thought they were like Steamboat Mickey ones first.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, we're going to have to get those. They're adorable. Anyways, welcome back. We missed you guys. We haven't been live in a while. I talked about it last week, but didn't have a camera because my laptop took a giant poop. So here we are. We are going to talk about one of our favorite things tonight. I'm surprised when I drafted this whole thing up. I was like, we've had to have done this before, and we haven't.
Are you sure? What if right now we figure out that we have indeed done it before?
Well, this one's better, in my very humble opinion.
What are we doing?
That's for us to talk about after we cover the news. Duh. News this week: the Monsters Inc. Sully meet and greet closed quietly for in preparation for the Pixar Place transformation, which it'll be open a week from today. I'm excited about the Pixar Place transformation. If you look in the Google Doc, Gabbie, I put a little image in there. I wish I could put images on here, but I can't. There's it's like the big Pixar ball, and it has a couple other things on it.
They just closed the doors?
What?
I'm confused what the gate's for.
I think the characters came out the gates for motorcades and stuff. I'm not really sure what the gates signify, but it was incredible themed.
They closed the gates and that's new, or they opened the gates and that's new.
So you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know where it is.
So they've roped it all, they're completely redoing it all.
But is that gate new?
Yes, the graphics on the gate are new.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, sorry. It's up, cars. I see some Soul maybe with the piano. Is Big Red Turning Red? Sorry, is Turning Red Pixar?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's like a Disney thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But at the bottom in the center there, it looks like panda ears.
Are you looking at the picture?
Yeah, in the Google Doc. Is there a way for me to put this Google Doc in
I don't
here?
think that's Turning Red.
What do you think it is then?
I mean, it looks like just some ears. It could be anything.
Gotcha. I don't know.
I mean, there's literally music notes and circles in some of these. Yeah. It's not like every single one is a movie.
Right. Could be a lot of things. Yeah, the characters were just kind of strewn about, like Frozone, Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible. They were just out there. And Edna was too, and for a long time I was like, why is Edna not meeting in her meeting spot? And I think that they just didn't have the capacity for it, so now they are just re-theming all of it transforming it, if you will, and turning it into something different. I will say this was a really nice quiet space just to kind of like relax, get a donut, have a drink, sit down for a second.
Go to the
And
best Joffrey's on Disney property.
did I put that in the notes? I should have if I did not. But even like since there was no one back there, you could just let the kids like run. You didn't have to worry about them like bothering anybody. So I'm kind of sad to see that go. But other than that, I'm excited for it. We'll see what the future brings for Pixar Place. Maleficent the Dragon at Disneyland caught on fire. Was that last weekend or the weekend before?
That feels like it was a while ago.
Yeah. When she did catch on fire, they decided to do away with that effect on any animatronic within all of the Disney parks. So the dragon in the Festival of Fantasy Parade no longer breathes fire. And Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios right now is currently under refurbishment, and I want to say that it's probably because of that. I'm not entirely sure though. And who knows when Disneyland's Fantasmic will be up. I think I saw somewhere that said it'd be down for 3 weeks. And if it's only 3 weeks, it's pretty impressive.
Never mind. I'm not going to ask my question because you're going to judge me.
No, go ahead.
You know that phrase, how no question's a dumb question?
Mm-hmm.
That is not true with you.
I feel like if you have the question, many people will ask the question, so I think it needs to be asked.
Can't they just, like, skip the dragon part?
I have never seen Fantasmic at Disneyland, so I am not one to say yes or no. I don't know.
I mean, for, like, the parade, they can just not do the dragon part.
Oh, yeah. And it doesn't just... It didn't breathe fire for a long time because it caught something on fire.
And Hollywood Studios, I mean, you've seen that one. Can they not just skip the dragon part?
I don't see why they couldn't. I haven't seen it in a few years, so I don't know. I would think they can.
You just don't want to tell me no.
I would think that they can, but I'm not sure. Is there a child in there?
I don't know what it is.
Oh.
Maybe it's a ghost.
Our kid likes to get up every 5 minutes now, so
it's a cat.
It'll be interesting to see if he gets up during this.
You're gonna be able to hear his stuff.
Probably. That's okay. The only other note I have, it's not really like news, but the Galactic Star Cruiser, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, they are hurting for people to just come on voyages. They're currently offering an AP discount, a DVC discount. I'm sure they're offering like some other kind of deal or discount.
Wonder how much that is.
It's like $5,000 a person, I thought. I've seen it in a few places. They're running a sweepstakes to win a free trip. They've released all of Gaia's music, Gaia the performer. They released all her music on May the 4th, which I found interesting. And then they're also teasing new experiences for the voyage. And I feel like it hasn't even been open that long. I don't remember the opening date, though.
It's not... Can you hear his music?
A little bit. That's okay. We will fill in.
Oh, here. Why can't I, like, plan a trip?
I think there's a separate Galactic Star Cruiser website that you have to go to. Can you hear my typing?
Let's find out.
Here it is. This is all extra stuff, though.
I'll book a voyage.
Start planning.
Are we both going to sit here and do this?
I think so.
Shouldn't someone be hosting the podcast?
Sure. I can host the podcast. I personally want to go on a voyage, even though it's outrageously expensive.
We're going to go on an adventure. Please
Where are we going?
I have to shut this door.
Oh, gotcha. No, that is not a live, laugh, love banner above the bed. It says something completely different because we are not basic.
Live, laugh, lesbians.
That's the theme for this summer. Yeah, so back to Galactic Starcruiser. I want to do it. I think it's the minimum you can do it is 3 days or 2. I don't remember, but
a 2-night immersive adventure.
Yeah. You basically just are immersed in the whole Star Wars story. You can be a rebel, you can be not a rebel. Chewbacca's there, Kylo Ren's there, Rey's there. There's Jedi lightsaber classes, the whole shebang. It's super cool. I didn't need a code to get in today, and I texted Steve and I said, "Are you useless to me now? Because I don't need you to text me a code every time."
You get admission to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, for 1 day you go to Hollywood Studios and you can like still play along with the story while you're in Hollywood Studios.
Oh, here we go. Let's do the 10th through June 10th through the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make this easy.
No, they don't. I would love to like dress up and be like in it to win it. You can also, so depending on like your demeanor and how much you know, you can choose how engaged you are with the story. Like you can be like super involved in everything that happens and you deliver messages and you know, go to all these rendezvous locations and stuff like that, or you can just be a bystander who just kind of watches what happens. I like the idea of you just kind of getting to choose how immersed you want to be in all of it. Molly from Mammoth Club does a really good video. I don't remember. I think she did it on Ear to Ear, not Ear to Ear. I'm getting my Disney bloggers confused.
I think that was on Mammoth Club when they did it. Of Galactic Starcruiser?
I think it was on All Ears. I feel like it was. I could be wrong.
It literally like won't let you. I can pick my dates, but it won't go to the next thing.
Let me see if I can do it. Molly, I'm pretty sure she did it on All Ears. Here we go. Starting from 2 guests per cabin.
You have to call and book.
Yeah.
No wonder no one wants to do it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. View voyage dates for booking information. Oof. But it does say 2 guests per cabin, $1,209 per guest per night, or $4,809 total. We didn't even pay that much for me, you, Kaiser, and Eli to go for like 9 days.
I don't understand why you have to call to do it.
It's because they want to make things difficult. So yeah, we're never doing that because that means we have to call someone.
Yeah. How much is in the frequently asked questions, how much does it cost? And their answers, it depends on your package.
Give us a call. That's all I really have for news this week. Not a lot has happened. There's a bunch of drama between, Ron DeSantis, the Reedy Creek Improvement District, the what's it called? Orange County Board, Tourism Oversight Board, or whatever. I'm not jumping into it. I don't like to deal with politics. This isn't the podcast for it, but that's basically all the news that's coming out of Walt Disney World right now is how Disney is handling it and how Ron DeSantis is handling it.
All right, let's move along. This is the longest intro ever.
I know. We watched a movie last night that just released a couple days ago. We watched Peter Pan and Wendy. Gabrielle, what was your thoughts on Peter Pan and Wendy?
I really liked it. I don't think I have ever seen the original Peter Pan. If I have, I don't think it was in like the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
So I really liked this one. It was cute.
Yeah, I like how it dove into the story more of Peter Pan and Captain Hook. It was a little more immersive on like their history, their background, and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, we forgot to just say spoiler warning. But
It was
yeah, I mean,
it was a little dark there. Peter
yeah,
Pan just snatching kids, not letting
yeah,
them grow up. That's like weird.
yeah.
And like literal kidnap Stockholm syndrome. But like it's kind of a theme with Disney movies, so
Yeah, there's always a hidden meaning in all of it. I did like the representation though of kids with disabilities and also people of color. That was nice to see in a Disney movie. And
what
having a
kids
brother,
with disabilities were there?
the leader of the Lost Boys had Down syndrome. Did you not
Oh,
catch that? I forget his name. And I knew he was in it, but I completely forgot about it. Now Gabrielle is Googling it. All in all, good movie. If you have kids, I go into it with a little caution. Um, that crocodile, TikTok croc, is large and a little terrifying, in my opinion. Did you find it?
oh, no, but I liked that like it was a more mature version of Peter Pan.
Yeah, definitely. I'm about to send it to you because I just saw it last night. Please hold. Um, Second row.
Did you send me something?
Yeah, I texted it to you.
Are we just gonna sit here in silence now?
Yeah, did you see it?
I'm looking.
Oh, my bad. I thought you already saw it. Um, yeah, that's all I really have for all of that nonsense. Are you ready to discuss tonight's topic?
I don't think he was the leader of the Lost Boys.
Well, besides Peter Pan.
I don't think he was the leader.
Oh, I thought he was the leader.
Whatever. Our alternative is to sit in silence. We can move on.
Okay. Tonight's topic is resort hopping 101. Gabrielle and I love the resort hop. It's probably our favorite non-theme park activity while we're at Disney. You can make it free. You can make it as expensive as you want to. You can do it at your own pace. And yeah, do you have anything to say about resort hopping, Gabrielle, before we just jump into it?
Yeah, it's something we do every trip. Like it's a good off day kind of activity, and you can kill like a few hours doing it, depending on like if you do the monorail or the Skyliner, or if you go to a specific resort, like you can kill a few hours.
Yeah, definitely. So I figured we'd talk about what we do when we resort hop, which resorts we like to prioritize when we do it, things to do for the kids, and how we get to each resort. First off, we'll start by what is resort hopping. To me, resort hopping is when you take the chance to explore the resorts a little deeper than just walking into the lobby. Our family, we like to walk the various grounds that they have, see what food offerings they have, and try something new at every resort they have. Resort specific beverages are nice. Visit the gift shop and possibly grab something from the food court if they have special like cupcakes or entrees or something like that. Gabrielle specifically loves the chicken parmesan at Pop Century. So we always make sure to grab that for her.
We usually stay at Pop Century, so
Yeah. Um, how do we get to these resorts without a room reservation? You do not have to be a guest at the resorts to visit them or walk around them or do anything with them except sleep in one of the rooms. Um, there are many ways you can go about getting into the resorts. If you plan on driving, I think we've found it easiest to mobile order something cheap because then they will let you in. Each resort has a guard shack at the front, and they will always ask to see your ID or scan your magic band, or they'll kind of just ask you why you're coming to their property. Um, so far, every time we've mobile ordered, we've been let in. I know a couple months ago, I went to the Polynesian and I just mobile ordered a water, and they don't know what you ordered. You just kind of have to show them your confirmation. I know Gabrielle and I, we've mobile ordered, I think, pineapple for the kids just to kind of get in and get on property. And the only time you'll really get a fuss about it is when you are at the Magic Kingdom resorts, at the Epcot resorts, or one of the newer resorts, such as like the Riviera.
yeah, I don't think they like. I feel like we tried to park at the Riviera before and they wouldn't let us. But
Oh, yeah, we did.
yeah, you can just like mobile order whatever you want. And
Yeah,
I nothing. You can go.
I was just going to say, like, even if you're like planning on eating a meal, you can either order ahead or tell them that you want. For example, if we go to Caribbean Beach, we can just tell them, "Hey, we want to eat dinner at Sebastian's Bistro," and there shouldn't be a problem. There shouldn't be a problem with getting into Caribbean Beach because it's not that popular of a resort. Um, Now, because it is so close to the Riviera, I could see them having an issue, but at the same time, I don't see a problem with it.
Also the worst they do is tell you no, and then you go to Disney Springs and park and ride a bus somewhere.
Yeah, that was also kind of my thing is just go to Disney Springs, catch a bus to whatever resort you want to. I've done it before. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it gets you to where you need to go.
It also like if you are only going to be resort hopping for a few hours, like then you can go back to Disney Springs and walk around and do Disney Springs then.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you don't have a car, um, and you want to get to a resort, I suggest kind of making a plan with what resorts you want to visit and making them kind of, I don't know, making sure they're kind of together because it can be harder to get from one resort to another. For example, um, say you want to go to, oh God, I don't know, the Riviera. Say you want to go to the Riviera. So you get on a bus either to Disney Springs or to Hollywood Studios, or I guess to Epcot. And you could take the Skyliner to Caribbean Beach from Hollywood Studios or from Epcot to the Riviera.
This is a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of confusing.
Yeah,
Just forget
I
I
did
even said
not
any of
follow
it.
any of that, and I know how to get to the Riviera.
Just get on a bus and go to the Riviera. But you can go to the Riviera and then maybe you want to go to the boardwalk. So you can get on the Skyliner, get off at Epcot, and walk to the boardwalk. And across from the boardwalk is the beach club.
I think what Ashley's trying to say here is if you're not visiting a monorail resort or a Skyliner resort, it can be a little difficult to get from place to place, such as Animal Kingdom Lodge is really cool to go see the animals out there, and like Sanaa is okay to eat at, but like there's not a monorail that goes out there. There's not a skyline. Like you have to either drive or take a bus. And like if you want to go from Animal Kingdom Lodge to another resort, you're going to have to drive or take a bus. Whereas if you were on the monorail, you could just ride the monorail from resort to resort.
Correct. Yeah, Animal Kingdom Lodge would be a really difficult one because you'd have to go back to either a theme park or Disney Springs to get on yet another bus to go to a different resort. So just keep in mind, like, locations, how you can get to and from each resort, so on and so
Also,
forth.
where you're ending your night, don't start at Animal Kingdom and then take a bus to Springs and then go from Springs to another resort, because you're going to have to backtrack all of that, and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's no fun. Once again, if you have no car and you want to visit the Magic Kingdom resorts, you can either get on the monorail or use a bus. Hollywood Studios resorts, catch a bus or take the Skyliner. And if there's no other method besides a bus, your best bet is to find a way to either a park or Disney Springs and catch the corresponding resort bus from there. It is confusing and it's hard to learn at first. And if you choose to go the Disney Springs method, it can be very time consuming. I think we learned that the hard way in the beginning. And like we're still learning. I've been going to Disney for a long time. Gabbie's been going to Disney for as long as she has. And every time is a new experience and you learn something new every time. I remember the first few times I started on the Skyliner resorts, I had no idea how to maneuver the Skyliner, so I felt like I just kept visiting the same ones over and over again because I didn't know there were two separate lines. So, yeah, just keep in mind how you're traveling. I figure we kind of end this out with the resorts we prioritize and how we visit them, just to so you guys can kind of see how we resort hop. And Gabrielle, if you have any resorts that we don't talk about in here, please let me know so that way we can hit your resorts as well. Yes. Okay. The first resort that we definitely prioritize, it is a arrival day tradition for us. We always hit the boardwalk.
See, I'm going to stop you right there.
Uh-oh.
We've done this once.
We've done it like twice.
We tried to do it twice,
Yeah,
and it was closed.
Yeah.
I don't think you can call it a tradition when we've done it once.
That's true. I'm sorry. But going to the boardwalk is really cool. We like to take a Skyliner over there. We walk the boardwalk in the evening, typically, or during the day. And then we mobile order boardwalk pizza, and we kind of just eat by the water and take it easy for a little bit. It's really refreshing. The pizza is pretty good.
It's not like the food court pizza that you're going to get. It's not like Via Napoli level, but it is better than the food court pizza.
The standard flatbreads.
Yeah. It's like a in-between.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a pretty good deal, too. Like, you can get a big pizza and a couple cups for, like, a pretty decent price from what I remember.
I don't know. We don't typically do that.
Yeah. I did forget to say before we start on the boardwalk, top of my list, there are still resorts we have never been to. So top of my list on prioritizing resorts, I really want to go to Port Orleans French Quarter because we've never had beignets before, and that's just something that we really want to do. I also just want to like explore more of Port Orleans. I went with my dad a few years ago, and we didn't really go too deep into like exploring the resort, and I really want to do it again.
I feel like that's another one that's hard, like Animal Kingdom, because you have to like take a bus or drive over there. It's not a monorail or a Skyliner. You're shaking your head no.
Well, for the longest time, the Disney Springs boats weren't running. But they are running again. So you can take a boat from Disney Springs. But that's if the weather's right and I don't know their hours and stuff like that.
But you still have to go like from your home resort to Disney Springs and then your boat from Disney Springs there.
Right. Yes. It's not too bad, I guess. I've done Old Key West from Disney Springs, and it wasn't too terrible of a little boat journey. It is quite a ways, though, I will say.
I have not done either.
Yeah, we'll have to do those next time we go. Unpopular opinion, and Gabrielle will probably not like this one, but also on my list is Old Key West. I've never been. I think I've been as far as the gift shop, and that's it. I want to like explore a decent amount. Maybe eat at the food court. There is Oh, what's the table service? Is it Olivia's?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to try Olivia's. Steve Faraci has finally made it on scene after his family walk tonight.
that's what we were supposed to go to Olivia's Cafe, but we didn't because someone had to have whatever they wanted.
Um, what was it we had? I think it was Ohana.
I don't know if it was Ohana or we just had we had 2 off days and we had them planned to the max, so I
We did.
got rid of my Olivia's reservation.
You poor thing.
We kept
Um,
our Ohanas though.
we did. Going back to the boardwalk, the last thing I wanted to say is that once you are done exploring the boardwalk, and we haven't even like explored inwards, we have just done like the pier. We've drank at the pool bar before. Have you been into the lobby and stuff before?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we've done the lobby, and I think there's probably more to see, but we just kind of stay right there at the boardwalk. But when you're done there, and if you don't eat too much pizza, you can walk around the lake and get some beaches and cream ice cream.
It's a long walk.
It is kind of a long walk, so only do it on day one. I've been eating at Beaches and Cream though with my mom and Katie, and like random characters will just walk by and go into the pool because deluxe resort.
What to say? You pay for that.
Yeah. Also, Beach Club has a wonderful pool, and this is one thing we do not condone is pool hopping. But they have a cool water slide and a lazy river. They call it Storm Along Bay, and yeah, that's what you pay for when you stay at Beach Club. When I stayed
Yeah.
at Beach Club last time, I forgot to bring my bathing suit.
The fancy deluxe resorts like that also have the gates around the pool that you have to use your magic band for. So
Yeah.
you literally cannot pool hop.
And should not pool hop.
Depends on what day you ask Ashley that.
That's not wrong. Monorail resorts are another one that we make sure we hit when we go to Walt Disney World. We typically start. I don't think we have like a set starting point. We typically start at the Polynesian, I think. Would you agree with that?
Probably. I feel like we would take a boat from Magic Kingdom over there.
Yeah, that's true. But we definitely go to the Polynesian. We like to go in the lobby. Especially if I'm going with someone who's never been in the Polynesian before, I like to get them a lei. I think we got the boys a lei the first time we took them, and I know I got Gabrielle one of the times we went. We walk the gift shop upstairs and downstairs. We typically eat at Ohana, which is their one of their table service restaurants. There's also a table service called why is the name just poof gone right now? What is it?
Know of another table service at
Kona Cafe. There's Kona Cafe, and then there's also a little cocktail bar outside of Ohana called Tambu Lounge that we like to hit as well. There's Trader Sam's Grog Grotto, which is probably my favorite bar on Disney property. It's tiki themed. It's amazing. I love it so much. There is the opportunity to get Dole Whip. Our family loves Dole Whip, so that's a must for us every time we do it. We like to walk out to the beach, let the boys run the beach, watch the boats go by, pretend that what's the name of them that I'm looking for?
You're on your own here.
The villas. Why can I not?
Bungalows?
The bungalows. Thank you. Pretend that the bungalows do not exist. We watch the monorail pass by. I've never watched fireworks from the Polynesian before, but I hear it's a good spot.
And this is all just one resort.
Yeah.
This is why we never explore anywhere else, because we have to do all of this when we go to the Polynesian.
You're right. But yeah, that's the Polynesian in a nutshell. That's kind of just what we do, just with like the Great Ceremonial House and what there is to do inside of it. Then we get on the monorail. We typically skip the Grand Floridian. It doesn't really appeal to us much.
It doesn't appeal to Ashley, and Ashley leads the charge.
That's right.
I like the Grand Floridian. It's fancy. It feels fancy inside. If you're like me and you grew up in like a hillbilly town, it's cool to see the fancy stuff sometimes. But yeah, Ashley doesn't like it, so we skip it.
I will say during Christmas, it is really cool to see the gingerbread houses and the big Christmas tree.
We go to the Contemporary next. You're taking too long. I like the gift shops at this one. That's like my only thing. I like going to the gift shops here. I feel like I don't know which one. The one in the middle with the big Mickey heads has like a large selection of toys.
The Mickey heads. I don't know what Mickey heads you're talking about, but yes, all the toys, all the pins, all the gadgets and gizmos.
And this does have the patio that you can go out on and look at Magic Kingdom. Like you're really far away, so it's not like you're getting a up close and personal view, but like it is a cool view of Magic Kingdom. And then you can walk back inside, and you have to go back through security to get back on the monorail and just go around again.
I will say that the patio is cool for fireworks.
Have you watched fireworks from there?
Have I?
Yes.
Yes. Twice. 2 or 3 times. If you don't have tickets to Magic Kingdom for the night and you want to see the fireworks, I would get there a little early because it does start to get busy when it gets closer, obviously. But yeah, they pipe in the music and it goes along with all the fireworks. It's really cool because you have the monorail passing over your head. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
I do like to eat at Contempo Cafe, which is really cool. There's also Chef Mickey's at the Contemporary. Also not really our speed. I think we are the crowd who is of the unpopular opinion that it's overpriced and probably not worth the money. Your cat is just trying to walk over all my cords right now. Contempo Cafe is good. They have really good flatbreads. I don't know why, but when we went with your parents and I had that flatbread, it was really good.
I didn't have it. I think I just had chicken tenders there. I mean, it's just like another quick service. At a resort, so like they might have some other foods, but I mean, it's quick service. That's not going to be like gourmet.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they do have the cool mural in the middle too, the Mary Blair mural in the middle, which is really cool. But yeah, those are the monorail resorts, which we do tend to hit. Oh, Tamara's here. Tamara says hello. Hello, Tamara. And Adam says, wow, Gabbie had chicken fingers. I hear that's a rare occurrence. Miss you, buddy. We could not hit Chicken Guy on this episode, so Gabrielle is upset. I hope Peyton's watching too, along with Tamara. She's like our biggest podcast fan. Other resorts that we hit. Your cat's here. The Riviera is one that we always hit. We kind of hit on it earlier, but it does have just beautiful ambiance. Yes, Peyton's here. Hi, Peyton.
I turned on the vacuum and now I think it's too loud.
I can't hear it, if that helps.
I can hear it in the hallway because the cat keeps opening the door.
Oh, well, she's in here now.
Yeah, she was in here. The Riviera. See, you won't go to Grand Floridian, but you'll go to the Riviera. Like, they're both just fancy hotels for rich people.
They are. One day I hope to stay at the Riviera.
But the Riviera has the fries with the, like, sprinkle cheese on it.
Oh,
and my girl would pay like $20 for those fries.
Truffle fries, baby.
They
Let's go.
Some like cheese. I don't even know what kind of cheese on it.
Parmesan.
It's barely even like a dusting of it.
You right. I would lay down my life for those truffle fries.
I remember walking all the way over to the Riviera when we stayed at Caribbean Beach and getting pizza and those fries, though.
Good times. Good memes.
That time I didn't get chicken fingers.
Yeah, Adam. She got pizza. The grounds are elegant and peaceful, and also it's a Skyliner resort, so it is easily a jump point to go visit other resorts, in my opinion. Honorable mentions. Gabrielle, are there any other like resorts that you feel we have to hit when we go
Um,
besides the honorable mention ones?
I feel like we only ever go to like those three. Well, we usually go to Art of Animation so the boys can see like Lightning McQueen, but like we don't go to anywhere else.
No, it kind of just depends on where we're staying too. Like if we stay at Pop, it's easy to go to Art of Animation. When we stayed at Caribbean Beach, it was easy to go to the Boardwalk and the Riviera. When you stay at All Stars, it's not really easy to get anywhere else than the two other All Stars you aren't staying at. Um, but yeah. Honorable mentions, I put the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which we hit on earlier. It's really hard to get to, and the only time we've gone is when we've had a reservation for Sanaa. Sanaa has an excellent bread service. It's a really cool experience, especially for me and Gabbie, who aren't adventurous at all. It's cool to try the different non breads and different sauces, and you do get a view of the savannah as well, and it's really cool. You can walk outside and see everything, and there's also a really cool playground there as well for the kids to play on. We've never been with our kids though.
No.
Also, my last honor. Did you have something to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna read the next one.
Oh, Peyton says she misses us. We need to link up soon because I miss that baby of yours, Peyton.
That's rude.
And I also
miss
miss you.
Peyton.
I miss Peyton and Colt. Peyton, I hope you have a great day at school tomorrow.
Wilderness Lodge.
The last honorable mention is Wilderness Lodge. Wilderness Canyon is good for any meal, breakfast or dinner. We've had
Wilderness Canyon?
Whispering Canyon is good for any meal. Gabrielle and I have had breakfast and I've had dinner there. They're both pretty spectacular. The atmosphere is fun. I love the lobby of Wilderness Lodge. It's really cool. Geyser Point is an awesome outdoor bar and grill. They kind of have like couches to sit on, which is fun. They have big TVs you can watch, drinks. You're by the lake. You see the boats, and you can watch the geyser go off from Geyser Point, which is really cool.
When it actually like goes off.
It's only like once an hour. Boat service from the Magic Kingdom, which makes it nice because you can also boat from Wilderness Lodge to like the Contemporary, I think. So that's convenient if you want to resort hop. And we've never eaten the quick service there, and I think I'd like to try it sometime.
Whispering or Wilderness Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
What's the quick service?
It is, I think it's called Artist's Point.
I don't think that's at Wilderness Lodge.
No, it's at Saratoga Springs. Whoops.
I don't know. I remember going to Geyser Point. It felt like a sports bar.
Kind of, sorta. We went as like a break on a break from Magic Kingdom 2 during COVID.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, it was like in the middle of the day, but it just felt like a sports bar.
Roaring Fork.
I never would have known that.
Yeah, I thought it was Artist Point, but Artist Point is Saratoga Springs. I really like Geyser Point though. They have good drinks and good food. And I've had some of my favorite memories there.
So they weren't with me.
They were. On our trip where we got engaged, we went the next day. No?
I don't think so.
We did. I have a good memory.
Okay.
Do you have any honorable mentions, Gabrielle?
I don't think so. I can't like honorably mention anything because I feel like we don't like I don't go to anyone except those handful that we already talked about.
Yeah, we need to branch out more. Kelly, can you not chew on my cords? Well, then I think that does it for tonight's episode. Thank you guys for joining us. We've missed being live. It's weird to do it again. We had the whole like Gabrielle was like, I need like 2 minutes to prepare, and I was like, no, I'm not prepared at all. Shout out to Steve for the camera layup again. Join us again next Sunday as we cover I don't know, but we will be here next Sunday around 7:30 to bring you more news and more Walt Disney World. Follow us on TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook at Skyliner Views. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Goodbye.
What a send off.